Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the Forward to Gaming, and I know it's been a while, but we're here. I'm Troy, and
I'm Judah, and we are in a bit of a new setup. You guys haven't seen this yet. Last time we actually did a podcast, which was some time ago now, Troy was actually in California, and he recently moved back to Texas, where I live. So, you know, we're back in the same place again. Quality has definitely been made a lot easier. Internet is a little bit of an issue, which we're getting sorted out, but we are definitely in a much better spot to be able to make consistent quality content. So good to have him back, and we do apologize for the lack of some of the content, especially some of the consistent series, Judah v. Troy, stuff like that. And again, as some of the technical issues get resolved, we'll be able to start bringing those back to you consistently. So thanks for tuning in, and got some interesting stuff to talk about today.
yeah, well, welcome to podcast number, God knows, because we forgot.
15?
15?
Something like that? I don't know. Maybe more than that, less than that, I don't know. So Troy, why don't you tell us what we're talking about?
Today we're talking about why games are not selling this fall season. What is up?
Yeah. So, in case you weren't entirely aware, some of the video games that have come out recently, even the ones that are really scoring well, are actually, you know, coming out as really good, polished, fun video games, are really not selling very well. And me and Troy have kind of acknowledged, even like months ago, or even towards the beginning of this year, of how many games were going to be coming out in this span of time around the holiday season. Like, it seemed like as soon as September started, you know, we were just getting flooded with games. You know, we had Battlefield and Titanfall and Call of Duty that, you know, this, what, a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
And, you know, we were just thinking like, man, it's a great time to be a gamer. And now we're just kind of like, we don't know what to play and we don't have time to play them all.
And with the, let's not forget about Overwatch, which came out not too long ago, and also Doom. Both those games actually scored pretty well themselves. What's the other game called? Battleborn? Yeah. No. Never mind.
Yeah, and you know, that's the thing, like there's still games, you know, like Destiny launched an expansion a couple months ago, and you know, that falls into the mix of all of this. And you know, I want to play the new Call of Duty, and I want to be able to eventually play some of the single player games, but it feels like because of all the online games, the single player games are getting pushed back, and it's just so overwhelming that, you know, it's totally a first world problem.
Yeah, there's not enough hours in the day.
Yeah.
There's not enough time to get all the gaming in that you want to. If you want to play all these games, it's ridiculous. There's just too many games, and you know what? I've changed my mind. I don't think now is a great time to be a gamer. I think right now it sucks.
I think it's good that we have options. I think it's bad for developers, and you know, we're just seeing the results of this. And you know, we hope you guys had a good Thanksgiving. We're, you know, filming this on a Friday night, you know, day after Thanksgiving, Black Friday. And, you know, me and Troy have been looking around and shopping on these Black Friday deals and stuff. And we stumbled across the one on Xbox Live and PlayStation 4 and just were baffled by some of the prices of some of these games that came out, you know, as little as 2 weeks ago. You know, I've got some pulled up right here. The Call of Duty Infinite Warfare that comes with Modern Warfare is $20 off. Okay, you know, it's Black Friday. There's going to be deals. But, you know, we've got Titanfall 2 is $35. For $42, you can get the one that has all the map packs on it. They were originally selling that for like $80, I believe.
Yeah.
With all the map packs included.
Yeah.
And, you know, Forza Horizon 3 is discounted. And Battlefield 1 is discounted heavily.
Oh, hey, Judah. Question real quick. Are you getting Forza Horizon 3?
Okay, here's the thing. We've had this ongoing discussion because ever since I saw that E3 trailer, I've been talking about how much I want to get it. And then I keep going back to GTA 5 and realizing that that is a really full-fledged racing game among everything else.
Why? Why buy a racing game when you have GTA?
It's Australia.
Screw Australia. No one cares about Australia.
I love Australia. I want to go there.
Wants to go there.
It's a big island. But yeah, so we just kind of look at all these games, and that's not even all. I didn't even mention all of them, but it's just crazy, and it honestly makes me worried for games that are still soon to come out. I mean, we've got Watch Dogs 2 coming out soon.
It's already out.
Oh, it is. Oh, there you go.
It's already out.
That's how bad.
It's already out.
That's how bad it is. And I can't remember what exactly Titanfall 2 had gotten. IGN scored it like in the upper 8s or in the 9s, and all these games are just dropping their prices like crazy. And again, you can look at the bright side of it as well. I've got so many options, but also I'm realizing how far I'm falling behind in all these games. Troy brought to my attention the other day that The Division released an expansion like a couple weeks ago or a couple months ago, and I had not played it yet, and I got on there and everybody's a higher level than me.
Yeah. And props to Ubisoft with The Division. You guys fixed your game.
Very good.
Good job. You fixed it. It's good.
Yeah.
I like it. We love it.
Yeah.
It's great. I'm back.
It's fun.
I'm back.
He's not back because he just downloaded Skyrim over there. And he's about to have his life consumed.
My world's coming to an end.
And
Skyrim is about to take over.
One of my favorite Xbox 360 games, Skate 3, finally became backwards compatible, so I've been playing all that all over again. Meanwhile, I'm falling behind on every other game.
I think I found the issue. Okay, so yeah, there isn't enough time to play all these games. I mean, in a sense, there kind of is. You're a teenager in high school, probably got homework and stuff like that. You have more time than I do. I'm a grown man. I got family, job, all that other kind of stuff.
Right.
But for you kids, you teenagers, the issue may be money. Money may be the issue. Are you willing to drop $65 on 6 games in 3 months?
Yeah.
That's the issue.
You gotta add it up.
And I think that games are too expensive. Now I think they're too expensive. Whenever we were getting a Call of Duty once a year, a Battlefield every other year, a Halo every 3 years, a Titanfall every 2 years, like whenever all that stuff is coming out, Gears of War, this was the perfect storm. This will probably never happen again.
Yeah.
Where you have Gears of War, Overwatch, Titanfall, Battlefield, Call of Duty, Watch Dogs, all these games just coming out, flooding you, Forza, all of them coming out at the same time. This will never happen again. Because you know what? If they're $40 a piece instead of 60, I guarantee you they would probably sell better.
Yeah, or just drop them at the price that they're discounted to right now.
Yeah.
I mean, I've already picked up 1 or 2 things off the store, and it's one of those things where like I wish I could play one for a couple months and then stop playing it, then play the next one. But if I continue that cycle, then I'll be missing out on all the games that are coming out during that time. Like I'm dying for Halo Wars 2 to come out, but if I'm in the middle of trying to juggle 3 or 4 other games, it's like, there's so much going on. And it got us thinking, Troy and I just both happened to be playing Bethesda games at the exact same time earlier. I was playing through Wolfenstein, and he was playing some Skyrim. And we were thinking about how well, developers like Rockstar and Bethesda do it. Because, for one, they don't hype up their whole release and stuff.
Nope.
The Red Dead Redemption 2 trailer that just dropped on YouTube all of a sudden, and, there wasn't some big E3 conference about it or anything. And you know what? That game will probably drop in, springtime or something like that. They don't go with the flow of things. You know what? Those are typically the best games that come out over the entire year, so they sell good anyways. So games don't need to rely so heavily on the holiday season and rely on the content of their games, because these are good games coming out.
Yeah.
Like really good games that sadly I'm probably not going to have time to play a lot of. I was just looking at one of the deals, the BioShock Collector's Edition, Remastered, whatever. The whole collection of the 3 came out. But if I'm going to play through 3 different story campaigns, I want to play all these other games, though. I'm swarmed. And overall, it's kind of a good problem to have. You can't really complain about too many games. But it's overwhelming.
We can complain about too many games, because when we are complaining about too many games, I never thought it would come to this.
No.
This is ridiculous. But what are you going to do? Games are coming out every 2 weeks. And Skyrim and Titanfall 2 came out the same day.
Yeah.
The same day. How does that happen?
Yeah. I've seen that happen a couple of times with games now. Where one will release and then like the next Friday another one will release, and I'm like, typically for me, whenever I get a new game that I want to develop a lot, or spend a lot of time playing, that's like all I play for a while. Like whenever a new Destiny expansion comes out, that's all I play for like a month. A new map pack comes out on Call of Duty, or a new Call of Duty game comes out, that's all I'm playing. But if I do that right now, I'm missing out on all the other games I want to play. I mean, we just now recently started getting back into Halo 5 again because they added all this new stuff into Halo 5. It's like, I can't find a balance here, and so, I think Troy's right. I think that we probably won't see this again. Probably won't have this dilemma again because the fact that they're selling games for, some of them half of what they were, off the shelf selling them for, they're just not profiting.
Yeah.
They might be praised for the quality of their game, but it does come down to money.
Yeah. And the thing is that, we won't see a Titanfall 3 next year. We probably won't see another Battlefield next year. We probably won't see we definitely won't see another Gears of War next year. There won't be a Halo 6 next year. Halo will, Bungie, not Bungie, 343, God, 343 will continue to support Halo 5, and they got Halo Wars 2 coming out. So, I mean, next year will be a new COD, maybe a new Battlefield, maybe. I'm not sure if they're going to do the yearly thing or not.
Probably. Red Dead?
Red
Dead might just blow a lot of stuff out of the water next year.
Yeah, well, Red Dead's coming out in the spring.
Yeah.
And the cool thing about that is that they give you a ton of time. Like, when Overwatch came out this summer, like, I got to really dive into that and really play, and the longevity of that game. That game's not, it will be forever before we see Overwatch 2.
Oh, yeah.
Because that game is still selling right now. And right now that is also discounted to $35, I think.
But you know what? That game's been out for how many months now? They can afford to do that. A ton of people bought it for the full price, the full face value.
Yeah.
But I think another issue is, yes, they want to come out with these games around the holiday season, but they have to know at the same time that Black Friday is going to come around. And if you release your game in the middle of October, then you're pretty much setting yourself up for a couple weeks later having to sell your game for half of what it's worth. So I just don't understand how that business model makes sense.
Well, I mean, the thing is that the developers aren't selling their game for half of what it's worth. The stores are selling the games for half of what it's worth, and they're the ones taking the cut.
Well, unless it's digital.
Unless it's digital,
which is what a lot of these are. And actually, I was talking to somebody at GameStop just the other day as I was picking up the new Call of Duty game, and he was telling us that whenever they sell a used game, GameStop gets all the profit.
Yeah.
But for a new game, most of that, like a good portion of that money, still goes back to the developer. So even whenever it's already on the shelves, a lot of what they sell goes straight back to that.
Which is why I say, if you love a game and you love the developer and that company, buy new. Buy new. Support that company. Support the games you like.
And you know what? No, I don't think anybody's getting enough support right now. I'm not trying to, throw a pity party, say everybody go buy games to make sure they don't go out of business or anything. But, show some support. If you like a game, feel free to pay money for it. Don't try to, lowball or wait for a huge discount. If you enjoy a game, if it's worth the money, then, it's worth it. And it's the worst part is I feel like I get punished for playing games with a lot of longevity. It makes more sense to play the multiplayer only games because I can play a couple matches, get off. But if I want to go play, like I was just playing Wolfenstein earlier, it's a really good single player game, but I have to commit time to actually play that game for a certain amount of time and actually dive into it and get invested in it. Meanwhile, everybody else is passing me up in every other. So,
yeah, I've come to the point now to where I no longer care about my rank in the multiplayer games, except for games like Destiny and The Division. Those are different.
Yeah.
Where rank really matters. But games with COD, Battlefield, Overwatch, Gears of War. Like rank doesn't really matter. I'm not trying to show out to anybody what my rank is. I'm not gonna go 10th prestige in Call of Duty. I'm not going to. No, it's not gonna happen. I'm not gonna rank all the way up in Titanfall 2. It's not gonna happen. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna enjoy the game. I'm gonna play the game. I'm gonna use the guns I like. I'm gonna kill you.
Right. Yeah, and just kind of while we're on the topic of some of that, like I said, we will be jumping back into the Judah v. Troy series. If you have any suggestions, which obviously there's probably going to be way too many suggestions at this point, but if you have any suggestions for what you'd like to see the first couple episodes be on, I'm sure we'll be on COD, Halo, Destiny's got private matches now, which is going to be a ton of fun. So we're going to be
Gears. Gears.
I don't own it.
Gears.
I don't own Gears of War. I have actually only played a little bit of the multiplayer of any of them.
Here you go. If this video gets over 100 likes, Judah's gonna buy Gears.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll go buy Gears. I'll buy the collection and Gears of War 4 if we get 100 likes. Yeah, for sure. So, how cheap these games are? Yeah, I'll go buy anything right now. All right.
Quick though, because that discount's about to go away. We don't want you to have to spend $60.
You probably don't care if I do.
I don't care. Spend your money however you want to spend it.
I'm sure our fans care about my well-being.
Yeah, sure they do. You guys care, right? You care? You care.
All right. Well, guys, just on this topic, just let us know, what is your most played game right now? Like, what are you sinking the most amount of hours into? What are you having to kind of put off playing right now? Just what's grabbing you? There's so many games I hear great things about, and I'm just like, oh, I'll get to it, and then months go by, and then I'm like, I'm never gonna, and it's kind of like, I won't go too far into it, but this series that we're talking about doing with basically a quick review of each one of the new games that come out, and we'll be kind of sharing our opinions. So stay tuned for some of that. Troy, would you like to get to our sweepstakes?
Oh yes, the sweepstakes. Facebook. All right. First and foremost, in the comment section, PlayStation totally obliterated Xbox. Sorry, Xbox fans. But yeah,
you'll have your day.
You guys will have your day. It'll come back around. It'll come back around. But Cyrus Chief, congratulations. You're the winner of a month of PlayStation Plus. Yeah. So
tell you what, it's a good month to have it.
It is.
It is a very good month to have it with all this stuff going on. And that's the thing. Like, if you can get these games for cheap, just stockpile them. Especially the single player games. Come back to them later. But yeah, congratulations on that, and thank you to everybody who left a ton of likes and comments on that. That's by far,
yeah, guys, we appreciate it.
The best response we've gotten in a long time on a post like that. So thanks for the engagement, and be sure to stay tuned. This won't be the last sweepstakes we do. And appreciate you viewing this video. I recently put out the first full montage I put together. So if that's something you've seen, you want to check out, we'll probably put a link in the description that we just posted a couple weeks ago. If that's something that you like seeing, let us know, and I'll try to make a habit of every once in a while putting something like that together. And as we increase the quality, those will be there as well. So, Troy, you got anything else?
Oh, that's it.
All right. Well, thank you guys for tuning in. Be sure to like, favorite, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. And we will see you guys online.
Peace out, guys.